So apparently many of you found my last video on the Sovol SV08 valuable enough, and even though it has aged well, there's a lot of new confirmed information that has come to light since the review embargo ended last week. Like some of you, I've spent the last week watching live streams and review videos about this exciting new printer. I've tuned into Nero 3D's 3-hour-long live streams and his 15-minute overview, the Next Layer's 40-minute review, and another 40-minute German language video by Mpox.de. Along with forum discussions, I've gathered all the insights to condense these 10 hours of content into a quick 15-minute summary for you. Please note, I will use screenshots and short clips from these videos, always letting you know the time codes where the details can be found in the originals. This should help those of you who are on the fence about whether to get the Sovol SV08. A summary like this could be just what you need to make an informed decision ahead of the pre-order date on the 18th. So, this is Gergo, and you're watching Gergo Print 3D, my steadily growing YouTube channel dedicated to 3D printing and other DIY projects. If you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing for regular updates. In the last video, we discussed a lot of unconfirmed information, which has now been confirmed. The release date for the Sovol SV08 is set for the 18th of April, as I predicted from that poster. It was a bit confusing with the review embargo ending on the 9th, but now it's all clear. The Sovol website has also confirmed the price, which we could only guess last time. It will be under $600, not the $9,999 that the webpage currently shows. This is typical for Sovol pre-released printers, and I'm also expecting some early bird deals. The Sovol website now displays the build volume for the SV08 as 350 by 350 by 345 millimeters. There was some controversy regarding the height, but it's confirmed to be 345 millimeters. It's worth noting that this height is somewhat flexible with a few centimeters plus minus. I'm pleased to confirm that the SV08 runs a fully open version of Klipper. More on this later. For now, let's focus on the specifications listed on the Sovol website. The screen is a simple 4-row display, a mini 12:864 screen to be precise. This has been corroborated by both screenshots and review videos. Additionally, an exciting feature is the inclusion of an HDMI port for an optional Klipper touchscreen connection, as confirmed by all 3 unboxing videos. The structure of the printer is robust, with 4 aluminum extrusions forming the base. The external extrusions are flat on 1 or 2 sides, giving the printer a cleaner look, though it does limit the use of T-nuts for extensions. So this is not a war-on for many reasons, but it's a nice Core XY printer. Newly revealed on the website and through Sovol's social media is the addition of an Ethernet port for a wired network connection. The filament runout sensor is now clearly visible in pictures, and its presence is confirmed by review videos. A standout feature is the AC heated bed. I'm very excited for this, which heats up to 60 degrees Celsius in less than 90 seconds. A game changer, similar to the T300's capabilities. You will not need to wait for such a large bed to heat up. This has been tested and confirmed by Mpox.de using 220 volts. The printer also includes a removable single-sided textured PEI spring sheet, the integrated heat block nozzle combo, which resembles the one from my T300. It's another highlight. It's a nickel-plated copper nozzle, 0.4 millimeter in size, and I'm hopeful that additional materials and sizes will be available soon. Another exciting feature listed on the Sovol website is the load cell for Auto Z offset alignment, accompanied by a nozzle scrubber silicone brush. Lastly, the SV08 is equipped with a full HD camera. While it has a relatively low frame rate according to the testers, it's mounted on the flying gantry, allowing it to move vertically with the extruder. It's a fascinating addition in my opinion. So with this we cover the official details, but there's more to glean from the unboxing videos. For instance, the enclosure won't come with the printer, but will be available as an optional purchase. The next layer estimates it could cost between $100 and $150. However, the frame has screw holes, suggesting that we can add our own side panels if we don't want to wait for Sovol's official accessory. Last time we had no information about the extruder tool head. Now we have a lot more. It's non-standard, which might disappoint some, but based on Sovol's track record, I'm pretty optimistic about its performance. The 3 videos I've watched reveal a magnetically attached cover, a bit bulky, concealing an orbiter-style planetary gear extruder. There are 2 part cooling fans, one at the front under the cover, and a smaller one at the back, promising effective part cooling. An inductive probe is also present, and instead of the usual ribbon cables and cable chains, Sovol has opted for a Canvas-style umbilical cord. Nero 3D and MPOX-DA clarified that it uses a USB headboard, not a Canvas system. We will see. Either way, I think it's a great solution. Additionally, they highlight the built-in ADXL sensor in the extruder, which we will discuss further shortly. MPOX-DA's tests with PLA, PETG, and TPU give us practical sense of the printer's capabilities. I think many of us are already planning the place of this new printer on our workbench, so it was important to find out the dimensions. The footprint is 547 by 537. I believe the width is 547 and the depth is 537, but it could be vice versa. The height is confirmed at 573 millimeters. Nero 3D noted from the printer's label. Diving under the hood, which requires flipping the printer over, all 3 reviewers noted an integrated MCU plus Raspberry Pi setup. It appears to be a 64-bit, 4-core, 1GB MakerBase board, similar to the T300. This board boasts independent drivers for the Z motors. Interestingly, the eMMC module seems to be a 16GB one, which is an upgrade from the 8GB in Sovol's earlier Klipper screens. This board runs Klipper version 12 based on Bullseye, which is excellent news for keeping the system up to date, especially with the standard screen, facilitating easy updates for both Klipper and the OS. The next layer has confirmed out-of-the-box features like adaptive mesh and time-lapse. In Nero 3D's video, I noticed the plr.cfg file indicating Sovol's power loss recovery module. After numerous attempts, Nero 3D discovered the SSH password. Both the user and passwords are Sovol,
Sovol and Sovol,
which is a departure from their previous MakerBase boards. The power supply is modest at 150 watts, similar to the T300, but it should be enough due to the mains heated bed. Regarding slicer profiles, it comes with a single Orca slicer preset, which seems a bit basic, but remember, these are pre-production units. I'm hopeful that by the release date, Sovol will enhance the presets for various materials and nozzle sizes and utilize the load cell and nozzle scrubber in their start G code. In all three unboxing videos, I was pleased to see a spool holder with bearings, which is an improvement over the non-rotating one from my T300, which is not ideal for cardboard spools. Both Nero 3D and Mpox DE conducted tests, including printing the 12-minute benchy, which turned out quite well for a speed benchy. They all highlighted the accelerometer built into the tool head for input shaping. Nero 3D dedicated a significant portion of his second live stream to input shaper calibration, showcasing graphs with recommended acceleration values and everything. The y-axis showed very clean results, while the x-axis was slightly wobbly due to the extruder's mounting. Still acceptable, but there's room for improvement, perhaps with an updated extruder cover or by removing that cover entirely. Mpox DE's heat maps showed considerable deviations on the heat bed, with corners reaching only 82 degrees Celsius when the bed was heated to over 100 degrees. This isn't ideal, but an enclosure could potentially mitigate this issue, and preheating the bed before printing might even solve the problem. There was considerable discussion about inaccurate bed probing by the inductive probe. It seems the pre-production units lacked the correct start G code to utilize the load cell and inductive probe together for optimal nozzle height setting. From my experience with Sovol's Klipper screen, which led me to design a cooling case, which I show in this video, I was naturally curious about the controller board temperatures. Nero 3D's controller cooler might not have been connected properly after he removed the bottom cover, or perhaps his environment is this warm. His screenshots indicated temperatures over 70 degrees. In contrast, I was happy to see Mpox DE's readings were much more reassuring, showing temperatures between 30-40 degrees. Mpox DE tests on the tool head movement speeds nearly reached the advertised 700 millimeters per second, reaching a maximum of 650 millimeters per second without skipping steps. So this wraps up what we've learned from initial reports about the printer. I'm already brainstorming mods. For starters, we could install a larger, quieter controller board cooler to address the noise concerns raised by the next layer. I've done the same to my T300, and I'm going to post that video very soon. Another mod could be to improve the extruder cover for enhanced nozzle visibility, along with possibly adding tool head lights, which seem absent at the moment. As I mentioned earlier, adding our own enclosure panels seems pretty straightforward if we choose not to wait for Sovol's version. There's ample space at the printer's base, perfect for a tool drawer. Upgrading the screen is also simple enough. A $40 touchscreen from AliExpress could do the trick. I'll include some options in the description. I'm also considering a curtain fan and would love to hear your ideas as well. Feel free to share your modification plans in the comments. I trust you found this information useful. If so, please show your support with a like and subscribe. And if you're convinced about this amazing printer, using my affiliate link below won't cost you extra, but will acknowledge my role in your decision. So what's next? The Sovol SV08 is definitely joining my collection, so expect more content on that. But I'm not neglecting my T300, SV06 Plus and SV07 Plus. Exciting mods and videos are on the horizon. I also had fun with this tiny laser engraver, the Wainlux K10. Please give this video some love or check out this other one recommended by the algorithm. Otherwise, you know the drill. Go print 3D. The Sovol SV08 is just around the corner, and I can't wait to get my hands on it.